Okay, so this is a Mercedes 202 engine, or the 111 engine. It's normally called as a 111 engine. 2 liters, sometimes 2.4 liters. So if you want to time this thing, it's not that easy, because Mercedes made it very difficult to time. Then there are 2 points you can time it: the Mercedes way, manual Mercedes way, and also the normal one, technician way of timing it. So the first thing you want to do with Mercedes Benz, after you have put your cylinder head or you are changing your timing belt, is make sure your this guide is out and you have opened the front part of the engine, and then you go to the crankshaft and put the crankshaft on 0 degrees. You're going to find it's written OT, 0 degree TDC. So you put it on 0 degrees, then you come to the inlet manifold camshaft. So once you reach here, this is where your VVT is, or what they call the Venus. The Venus, yeah. Some people laugh when you say Venus, because it's like you're insulting Venus. So what you want to do is retard this, so you can see this part here. As you can see here, it is in advanced position here. So each time it goes into advanced position. So what we want to do is retard this by, you can hold this, because this is not the same. You can turn the engine, the camshaft will turn separately from the chain, so it will continue. Even if you put at 0 degrees and you put the other part at 0 degrees on the max, it's not going to work because of the Venus. It is 20 degrees. Mercedes Benz is 20 degrees advanced for the VVT, variable valve timing. So what you want to do is you hold this part with a vice. There's a tool for holding this. You can't hold here. This is the camshaft. Then this here, there's just this line. You can see this line here. These two things are different here, but they look the same. So you have to hold this part here with a vice grip, and then tap it with slightly, because there's a bit of some vacuum arrangement happening here. So when you tap it a bit, your Venus will start moving, which is this part here. Make sure it goes all the way to the bottom this side, so meaning now your vehicle, your camshaft is in full retard, so in full advance. So once you hold, make sure you don't allow this thing to move. This part won't move, but this part will be okay. So the fastest way of doing it, you can get this cam pickup plug, which is just a metal plug, and put it right here where there's supposed to be a sensor here. If you can see in this hole here there's supposed to be a sensor, a pickup sensor. So in this pickup sensor, for easy, if you want to really know exactly where this camshaft is supposed to be rotated, you have to just bring it and put it straight with pickup sensor magnet here. It will now show you that when you count your teeth, this chain teeth now, make sure when you count your teeth from here, make sure you put something straight there. It shouldn't be like this, it shouldn't be like this, it should be straight like this. So you're supposed to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When it is on 6th position, it should align with this hole here. So as you can see, this timing is wrong because this engine has been opened before and it is wrong. So it should match this one plus this one, and it comes right here on this bolt here.
Okay.
Yes, so it comes straight.
That's it.
It comes straight there, and make sure somebody's holding this, or you know how to plug this thing. You will see in the camshafts, these ones, there will be a bit offset from here. Then from there, you would have already removed your tensioner from this side by that time, and then you make sure this side of the belt is not loose like this, because once it is loose and you think you have timed everything, this tension here can take away about 20 degrees up to 30 degrees away from your timing, and your timing your vehicle on start. So make sure this one is tight. As you are turning, you just make sure the belt is tight and you don't press the chain anywhere. Then after you do that, you push in your chain, your tensioner. Don't make it very tight. It can be in the out position because the tensioner is very tricky. Once it locks, you have to pull it out and disassemble it and reassemble it on the other side. So make sure this part here, when you're doing your chain arrangement, you're making sure this part is tight, because if this part is not tight, the chain will jump. So the reason why you are doing that, Mercedes-Benz is not like Toyota where they use the spring inside the variable valve timing kit or the chain noise reducer. They use the tension on the, or in timing, on the last cylinder, the fourth cylinder valve cam lobes. So as you can see here, they are almost touching there, so meaning the timing is almost close, because you want to use this valve spring, these two valve springs, to tension your chain. This is what they do. So you have to remove your cap, and then you start, you remove your cap, and then you start turning the camshaft until you also, it also has a hole this side, because you don't want to turn this engine. You have seen this one here, there's this hole, and then there's this part, so it has to align with this one. I think somebody even put a mark here. So you also have to count this side. Now when you're counting, you remember this side we counted 6, which is on the right side, to reach that timing mark. So now you count this side, you're going to count also 1, this side is 13. So you put your marking thing, even a knife or screwdriver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So when it is 13, the hole, that hole we are talking about, which is this one here, this part here, it should align. So as I was telling you, that once the way it was, it looked this side, the timing was almost there. So this hole, if you can see, if we count here, you start with the same one you're putting in 1, not like 1 you jump here, no. The same first one on the cylinder head, arrangement head, you start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So in this 13, you can see that it is aligning, eh? So the exhaust camshaft is correct here, but what is not correct, it is this one here. So here, this is the correct mark. As you can see, we counted 13 teeth, we came to the 13th mark here, and it aligned properly like that with this one. So you don't need to turn this one, you just have to turn this one. But it's difficult to turn this one, because this one you want it to be tensioned. So once you do this one, you turn to this one, then you come to this one. Make sure whenever you're tying, it is tight here. You can put something to hold here, and make sure when you're dealing with this part, you have to put some piece of cloth here. This is very important, because if anything drops inside, it will go right on the chain, and if you forget it has gone inside, the moment you try to crank this thing, it will break everything apart, and you have to start afresh again. So once you finish doing that, you can push back. The easiest way is you remove these caps on top, and then you turn it. You turn it while it is tensioned on this other side. So you can hold here, and then you loosen the tensioner, and then you tell somebody 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You have to do it. Maybe you can do it alone, but then it will be more difficult. But if you've got a helper, you just hold here so that this chain does not jump. Then you turn until you reach this 13th part the way it is. Then from there, you can push back everything. Then you go to the tensioner. So the tensioner is also very funny. Make sure you dismantle it. Insert the plunger, the tensioner piston, then the spring. Then you tie it there until you feel it is a bit tensioned. Then you get a socket. So that's a socket, and press on it so that you compress the spring, and then you tie. Then you should make sure that once you tie that big nut, you have to press inside with a screwdriver. So when you press in this tension, as it is like this, you should see it should be like this, because if you just put it, it won't be pressing. The spring won't be working on this because it is locked. This is also a secret by same Mercedes. If you put thinking the oil is going to turn it up to start pumping, it won't work. So you have to press it with something, possibly a screwdriver, and then it will pass the lock part, and then that's when you bring that small outside, because that's got two tiny places, the outside one and the inside small one, which is an Allen key. So once you tie and your chain is tight here, yeah, okay. If you make a mistake, it goes beyond, you have to remove it, reassemble it, and then restart again. So now, to make sure that your timing is correct, you are going to turn this to two revolutions, because this one turns once, why it turns two times, this one turns once, the top part. So you are going to turn this now. You remember we took it to, it was at 0 degrees.
Yes.
Now you have to turn it to 20 degrees in the second revolution. So the first revolution will bring this here, which is for the exhaust on the first cylinder. And then you turn it again. This part is going to be exactly on this sensor, pickup sensor here, magnet. This part here, it should be here, and then this part should be exactly here where it is. And then you can now put your chain guide. Once you put this chain guide back, you are sure this is now tensioned, your chain is okay. You put it on 20, you insert your pin in here. There's a pin you insert in, okay, so this one is not for here. You can see it has no hole. So you can see the first ones, they have this mark here. So always, you can see this one is the other one. So I'm sure this one has a hole here. So you can see this one has a hole here. So this one is supposed to be here. So when you turn to 20 degrees on the crankshaft, now you can insert your pin, and it will lock nicely here. You know that your timing is okay. So these pins, they never go inside at the same time because of the VVT. So you continue turning now this crankshaft. You turn it, and as long as this pin goes in between 20 degrees to 30 degrees, your timing is correct, and then this one will go in. So the 20 degrees difference is because now this one is going into retarded. You had advanced it, now it has gone into retarded. So meaning now the engine will start, and then once it starts running fast, it will advance up to 20 degrees. Okay. Otherwise, if you advance it already, it will be starting in advanced mode all the time, and your engine will just won't be having that pickup power like to run fast. It can't even start sometimes. So once you turn it, it will show you this. So Benz made it very difficult, because if you try to do the normal one, you put on 0 degrees, and then you put this your camshaft on the pins inside here, you find that you have missed you always be missing by 20 degrees, and the vehicle won't be working properly. So apart from that, that's all for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should meet us in the next channel to teach them about how to fit the cylinder head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.